Welcome to the Pathways to Digital Jobs and Gigs training. This is going to be a very, very comprehensive training, so I want you to follow through nicely. So, in this session, I'm actually going to cover six pillars, right? And the way this session is going to occur, I'm going to record my screen showing you guys every single step that you're supposed to take. I want to show you my screen so you know what step to take at what point, right? So we're going to start with the first step here. So step one, you need to learn a skill, right? So here you're going to find exactly what you're going to be offering your employers, right? You're going to find something of value that you are going to be offering your employer. So remember, if you watched part one of this session, I mentioned to you that employers are employed based on two factors, right? So there is ROI or conveniency, right? So let me just write this down: ROI or conveniency. So ROI, this is basically return on investments, and conveniency, it simply means you are saving somebody time, right? So return on investments kind of jobs are jobs like in sales and marketing, anything that brings revenue in the business. That's a return on investment type of a job. And convenience type of jobs are jobs where you save your employer time. So I can give you an example. Your employer doesn't have time to sit at the front desk, right, and start talking to walking clients. So he would actually delegate that task to somebody who has time to sit at the front desk and attend to client queries, and all that, right? So a job like that is a convenience type of a job. So here it's up to you to choose which one you think would actually work best for you, right? Between a return on investment type of a job or a convenience type of a job, right? So now, with the use of artificial intelligence AI, we are going to find out, some of the give me some of the on demand return on investments, remote remote jobs and conveniency conveniency remote jobs. Because the reason as to why we're doing this, remember, you're going to have to use AI here because AI will make your work effective, right? And the reason being as to why we want to identify the type of a role you're going to apply for, it's because you need clarity, right? Do you want to apply as a remote closer, as a sales rep, as a virtual assistant, a social media manager, a graphic designer, a videographer? Like, there are so many roles you can apply for. So now we want you to, have that clarity, right? So high ROI, return on investment, remote jobs. So these roles can generate high income, strong freelance demand, or great business return if you master them. So there is digital marketing specialist here. So many are skilled at search engine optimization right here, running Google ads, Meta ads, email marketing analytics, and all that, right? There is sales funnel builder or lead generation expert, software and web developer, a copywriter or content strategist, AI automations consultant, freelance video editor or content creator, and all of these, right? So convenience type of jobs here, we have, for example, a VA. That's a virtual assistant. So some of the tasks of a virtual assistant here is scheduling, like creating a schedule for your employer, handling emails, data entry, customer support. These are some of the schedules of a VA. So you can work from anywhere with flexible hours. So the pay range it's giving us here is $5 to $30 an hour, depending on your skill and probably depending on who you are working for. So the next skill here is customer support or chat agent, right? So there are companies that basically need a customer support person or a chat agent, whereby if I don't know if you visited a website and there's a tab that where you can ask questions, right? So basically, people that handle that a chat agent. So next year I have transcriptionist and captioner, data entry and researcher assistant, social media moderator, online tutor, remote recruiter, HR, and there are literally a number of conveniency and return on investments jobs that you can go for, right? So now it's up to you to pick whether you're going to go for a return on investment type of a job. This is something in sales. You can be a remote closer, you can be an appointment setter, the list is endless. Or you can go for convenience type of jobs, right? Like being a virtual assistant, a social media manager, and all of those, convenience jobs, video editor, graphic designer, and all that. So if you're going to work with somebody, who produces more content, the person is going to need maybe a video editor, a graphic designer, and, probably a virtual assistant. And like I said, the list is just endless here. So you want to pick one skill, right? Pick, let me just write it down here. Pick one skill you are going to focus on for a prolonged, right, period of time, and start applying for one role, right? So this is very, very important. You want to pick one skill you're going to focus on for a prolonged period of time and start applying for one role, right? So step two here, now that you've picked a skill, you've picked a position you want to start applying for. So step two here is to find remote job boards, right? So I'm going to open a tab here and I show you exactly some of the remote job boards that you can actually go for. For example, here we work remotely. Let me just go right there. So you can see this very link here is we work remotely link. So let me just open the tab for work remotely. So here you're going to find a bunch of remote jobs that are going to be posted. So you want to pick whichever that suits you. So if you come on this tab you can see there are jobs here, all jobs, programming, designing, develops, management and finance, customer support, sales and marketing, other jobs, and all that. So we can just come on all jobs. Let me see all jobs right here. And if I scroll, you can see there is senior full stack developer. This is time, right? So don't hesitate to apply for full time, even if it shows New York. Probably maybe if you want to go and work in New York City, right? So these people can actually fly you to go and work in their country. So don't be afraid to apply if it's written New York, New Zealand, UK, whatsoever, whatever the geography. Just go ahead and apply, right? Because some of these people, they are more than willing to bring people out of their home country to go and work in their country, right? So second here, there is remote front end Rails developer. So you can see this one is remote growth engineer. This one is remote, Android developer, remote. So the company hiring here is TopTom, right? So you can see this is the company hiring, and they're saying they're paying 100,000 US dollars or more. I must assume this is yearly, right? This is a yearly salary. Lead mobile developer, tech lead, this is remote as well. Full stack engineer, this is remote. So you can see there are a bunch of remote jobs right here on we work remotely. So let me just search for virtual assistant. I see if we're gonna find something for virtual assistants right there. So let's see if we are going to find something for virtual assistant. So boom, you can see here virtual assistant remote, right? So it shows Atlanta, Georgia. Like I said, you can see also here saying anywhere in the world. So meaning the company is located in Atlanta, Georgia, but you can apply from anywhere in the world, right? So you can apply for this VA job. So this one pays between $18 to $21 an hour, right? So if you come down here, you can see virtual operations documentation specialist. So this one is a full-time job in Colorado Springs. So this one pays $10,000 to $25,000. I must assume this is yearly. Virtual assistant for entrepreneurs, virtual assistant, and all that. Okay, so you can see there are 52 other remote jobs right here. All right, so you can see there are 52 other so I can just keep on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. We are going to come across a number of remote jobs. Now that I'm telling you guys, there is no limit to the number of jobs that you can apply for right here. Okay, so let me search for something like video editor, video editor. Okay, great. So let's see if we have some video editing jobs here. So there ain't any jobs that match your search. Okay, great. No worries if we couldn't find video editors. So customer support. Let's see customer if we're able to find customer support, right? So if I come down here, you can see freelance, inbound, content service, live technical support representative. This is full time. Customer success manager, remote SaaS. It shows full time. You're gonna. This is a remote job, but you're gonna be working full time, and you can see you can apply from anywhere in the world, right? So this is from the Netherlands, right? So let me just click and see which company is hiring here. So you can see this one was posted 8 days ago. So you can see it's saying apply. So let's click on apply just so I can show you guys like how to go about your application process here. So you can see it's customer support manager SaaS slash remote Dutch, Amsterdam, North Holland, Netherlands. So the pay here is 45,000 pounds to 65,000 pounds per year. This is a yearly salary. So okay, to find out how much the range of the monthly salary, all you have to do is divide these numbers by 12. Then you know how much you probably get per year, right? So if you come here, you can see you're gonna find the job description, right? So I highly encourage you to read through the job description. This is going to be very, very, very important because you want to know exactly what this company is looking for, so that as you are applying, you know exactly what the company is looking for. So here you're going to put in your name, you can put in your email address. So let me just put in my email address right here, Emmanuel the Lancer at gmail.com. So I'm showing you guys exactly what you need to do here if you're looking for a job. Like, this is exactly what you need to be doing and nothing else. So choose yes to give your consent. So you're gonna read here, and if you give your consent, just click yes. Please share your LinkedIn profile. So you see, this is mandatory, right? Share your LinkedIn profile. Probably they need a link here, but I'm just going to put my name because I don't have my LinkedIn profile on my laptop unless on my phone. Are you fluent in English, written or verbal? Please also add if you speak any other language fluently, so you can add here. You can put it right into writing. What country are you from? You put there. What industry have you worked in or supported customer in as a customer success manager, or in a similar role, right? So you put there what type of customer base have you supported mostly in your previous role, SMBs, mid-market, enterprise, etc. You put there. So basically you have to answer a questionnaire here. So finally here they're saying, to help us get to know you better, please submit a short video introduction, maximum 2 to 3 minutes, as part of your application. In your video, please include the following: your introduction, meaning name, location, and a quick summary of your professional background, your motivation for this role, why are you excited about this customer success manager role at Publitas. So this is the company hiring, Publitas. So let me just click here. Your strengths, what unique skills or qualities do you bring that would help our customer succeed? No need For high production, just be yourself and speak clearly in English. A simple mobile recording is perfect. So, meaning all you have to do here is grab your phone, do a 2 to 3 minutes recording talking about these things they've asked you here. So, you can just practice maybe even 5 times, 10 times, be on a plain wall, right? Dress nicely and speak, right, for 2 to 3 minutes answering this, right? Then you upload your video right here. So optional, you can also share a recent success story where you made a measurable impact on a customer's experience or outcome. What was the situation? What action did you take, and what was the result? So you don't want to leave this part even if it says optional, right? So these are the parts that are going to actually give you a plus, right? So even if it says optional, go ahead and respond, right? So all fields marked with a star are required. Then once you've filled in this entire form, you are good to go. You can go ahead and actually submit, your application, right? Yeah, I'm not going to fill in this entire form applying for this job because it's going to take a lot of time and we may not finish, right? So I want to show you guys how to actually do this, you know, every step of the way. So I've showed you how to go ahead and apply for a job using We Work Remotely. So remember the company here that's hiring is Publitas. So maybe I'm just going to open a new tab here and search Publitas. I want to find out what this company is all about. So you can see this www.publishers.com. This is the company hiring you. You always want to find out, what company is hiring you, look at them, look at what they do so that you understand what value you're going to be bringing on the table, right? Because if you don't know which company is hiring you, you're just applying blindly. It's going to be very, very, very difficult for you to add those very, very, very important information in your application process. So you want to find out what this company is all about, what it does. So I'm just going to go on about us here. So you can see every month, 80 million people across the globe find inspiration and enjoy shopping by using our product. So you can see here, this is, a shopping thing, right? Right, people shop using this platform. So you can see, want to join our team so you can view the jobs that are here. So that's the best part about, not only depending on job boards, right? I'm going to show you 10 different job boards right on this session. But every time you apply for a job using any of these job boards, please go back to, go to the site of of the company you're applying for. Look at what they do. It's very, very important, right? So want to join our team, view our jobs. So you can see view open jobs here. You can see here they have a senior QA engineer, junior QA, software tester, product designer, technical product manager, senior back-end developer, customer success manager. So you can see this customer success manager here, customer success man. Even if it's written Germany dash, don't worry, you can go ahead and apply, because remember what I said earlier, companies are not looking for people in specific locations. They are looking for people that can, bring in return on investments. Most importantly, it's ROI, return on investments, or people that can actually solve the convenience problem, right? So these are the major two things companies are looking for, not where you're coming from. So sales, senior account executive, remote. Here you can work remotely. You can work in Denmark, in Danish, right? So yeah, other applications to public as talent community, blah blah blah. So you can see these companies hiring. It has a lot of open positions that you can actually apply for, right? So stick to your role, stick to the skills you are developing. Don't try to do everything, because you are going to be confused, right? You're going to put yourself in a very, very difficult situation. So let me just go ahead and sign in on this platform. I'm going to sign in as a job seeker. So let's continue here, signing in as a job seeker, saying verifying you are human. This may take a few seconds. Okay, great. So the verification is done. So I'm going to sign in using my Google Emmanuel at gmail.com. So it's signing me in right now. So I'm gonna click on continue. So you can see the platform here is we work remotely. That's the first remote job platform I'm showing you right now. So you can see here saying your experience. Tell us about yourself, so companies know who you are. So you can put your experience here. Let me just put 3 years of experience, your job status, actively looking, preferred salary. So what salary are you looking for here? I'll put this, your work experience. You can put your work experience here. So what this is going to do, it's going to open you up to opportunities where companies are going to see your profile and they can easily reach out to you, you know, and give you work, right? So this is one of the fastest way to actually get things done here. So let me just search virtual assistant again whilst I'm logged in. So let me just click on search bar here so you can see there are quite a number of jobs. So you can see how it's saying upgrade to pro. You don't really need to upgrade to pro. You can stick to the free plan. The free plan has quite a number of jobs, enough to actually secure you one. So I've actually showed you work remotely. I've showed you how to go about the application process and all of that. So by now I'm convinced you are clear, you understand how to go about, work remotely. And really, it's going to be the same with these other, remote work uh, job boards. For example, let me just go to Flex Jobs, right? So the difference is not that much. The way work remotely is and this one, they are literally the same. So here, when you come, you want to find companies that are hiring remotely. So let me try to log in right here. So let me search for customer support. I'm going to be using the same examples: customer support, location, work from anywhere in US, work from anywhere in the world, right? That's exactly what we want. So you can see here backend platform engineer. There are a lot of jobs for engineers right here. So you can, let's scroll a bit and see what's happening. Personalized. Da, 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 da. No, I don't want this. So let's search and see French general writer, German general writer, success engineer, microservices engineer, and all of that, right? So, okay, great. Find remote, hybrid, and flexible jobs. So let me just type a keyword here. So let me say virtual assistant, virtual assistant, executive, right? So you can see here are some of the virtual assistant jobs that are available. So this one was posted 30 plus days ago. Virtual assistant, executive assistant, virtual executive assistant 2 weeks ago, healthcare virtual assistant 30 days ago. This was 4 days ago. Real estate virtual assistant. So let's just look at one. Let me just open this one. So you can see the salary here is between 3,200 to 5,000 US dollars monthly. That's the salary for this job. And you can see categories: administrative, appointment setting, customer service, sales, copywriting, and all that. Right? Employee full time. Okay, great. So, okay, great. So you can see when you're on Flex Jobs, these are some of the jobs you can find here, and I've showed you how to go about, searching for jobs here. If you want to sign up, just click on sign up here. Like really, the process is as simple as opening a Facebook account, enter your first name, your last name, your email, confirm your email password, and sign up. And probably they're gonna send you a confirmation link via your email. Make sure the exact email you entered here is the one you have on your laptop or your phone. Confirm the with the link they will send you, and boom, you are done. Then you have an account on FlexJob. So let's just go straight to the next one. So the next one is remote.co. Let me click enter right here. remote works, jobs and companies on sale. We have a bunch of remote work job boards. So there is no excuse here, right? No one is gonna come to me with an excuse saying I don't know where to find remote work, because I'm gonna show you about 10, right, job boards that you can find work, right? So you can see they have administrative assistant, role, payroll analyst, credentialing coordinator, remote healthcare jobs, remote editing jobs, right? So if you're not going to the editing space, you can see their remote editing jobs. So here you can come on remote to C or C. You can choose 100% remote work, hybrid work, no remote work optional. So if you want to do remote, just click remote. Type of job, you know, work as a freelancer, employee or what you pick. Schedule, full time, part time, you pick. Career level, entry, experienced manager, you pick at what level you are getting in, right? And you click on the search bar, right? Let's see what happens next. So you can see they have coordinator, communication marketing, communication strategist, content, blah blah blah. So here the pay is between 51,000 to 85,000 annually, right? So let's click on this same one and see what they have. Saying join remote CO to unlock and apply for remote work. So basically here we don't have an account. So the process of signing in is literally the same. Get access to remote. Da, 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 da. So you can enter your email here. I'm gonna enter my email here. Emmanuel the Lancer gmail.com. I'm gonna enter password here. Okay. Okay, continue. Great. So you see, it's very, very simple signing up an account here. It's as simple as I don't know, right? So let me click on this row and see what it has. Okay, let me click here. Okay, so remote.co has a subscription and they have a 14 days full access for $3 right here, a 3 months full access for $9, an annual full access for 5.5 US dollars per month. So, if you're comfortable with getting a 14 days full access, just $3. $3 in Zambian kwacha should be something like let me just go and search dollar to kwacha and see how much it is so you guys are aware. So this is just about 68. So you need probably like an 80 kwacha or 100 kwacha to start having a 14 days full access on this, so that you can have all the jobs that they advertise here, right? So that's if you have a bit of money to spend, right? If you don't have money to spend, not a problem. You can use work remotely, flex jobs, and the many others, methods I'm going to show you right here. So from remote.co, we have remote OK. All right, let me go to remote. Okay, so basically this is exactly how these companies also make money, right? They at times they'll charge you a bit of some money just so they can give you access to all of these jobs that people are placing on their sites, right? That's how they make money. You have to understand this is business, right? So hiring remotely reached 2.1 million remote workers on Brava. So here, this is for people that are hiring. So for you are not hiring, you are looking for a job, right? So if you're looking for a job, you can see there are these jobs that are right here. So come on location. Here you're gonna choose worldwide, whatever. Choosing worldwide. Salary, you can choose whichever. Benefits. Search. I'm gonna search for. Okay, so which? Job am I going to go for right here? Let me see. Executive. You can see fundraising, full stack developer, assistant trader, working with Apollo, right? So let's say I want to apply for this one. Let's click on apply, right? So Apollo is a very, very big company. So what you're gonna do here is put in your name, put in your phone number, 74792, put in your email, Emmanuel the Lancer gmail.com. Put in your Telegram or WhatsApp. I'm gonna put in my WhatsApp number. Plus 260976747 922. This is my WhatsApp number. And submitting application. It's sending. Let's give it a moment to finish out. Thank you. Request received. Our team will contact you during working days and inform you about the next steps. If you made a mistake in your details, just go back and submit the form again. So basically, these are the things that you'd probably need to be doing every single day. So let's jump onto the next one. So the next one right here is okay. So I'm from remote. Okay, so this is Jobs Presso. Right, so let's click and see how job espresso looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna click right here. This is job espresso. All right, what's your current status? Unemployed, you click. How are you approaching your job search? Actively searching right now, you click. How long have you been hunting? You put whatever, how long. 65% of members find jobs within the first month. Oh, da, 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 and all that. Okay, great. So let me click here, continue. What are you looking for? You click thanks, da, 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 and click here. And have you ever tried smart tools like AI? Not sure. So basically, I just have to finish this entire thing. What type of work are you looking for? Then they'll guide you through, right? So from what I'm observing right now, it's like Jobs Presso is also a paid job board, right? For them to actually ask us these number of questions. Obviously, it's a paid one. So those of you that are okay, paying a few pennies just to access a bunch of jobs that are hiring, you can go ahead and use Jobs Presso. If not, you can stick to the ones I'm showing you right now, the free ones, right? So apart from Jobs Presso, there is no desk. So let's see. Let me open Nodesk right here. Verified remote jobs. Set your preferences. AI searches and applies for blah blah blah. Okay, let's allow it to load and see what we have right here. Let's give it some time to load and see what we have. Okay, great. So it has loaded. So I think this one also is going to ask you some questions. You have to answer questions. If it's a free, great, you go for it. If it's paid, you choose, you know exactly what you are willing to invest and what you're not willing to invest. So the next one here is working nomads. Working nomads. Let me search right here so you can see get hard for the best fully remote jobs. Discover 100% remote jobs what are for digital workers, remote nomads, blah, blah, blah. You can read it, you can go ahead and read. So job title, what are you looking for? Let's say I'm looking for virtual assistant work. Category, the location, anywhere in the world. That's basically what I'm looking for. Okay, okay, okay. Find a job. So you can see here we have senior graphic designer, senior full stack developer, whatever. So let's go for this one. You can see the company hiring here is lemon.io. Remember what I told you? You always want to pick the company hiring and search them separately. So you can go ahead and read what they are looking for. And if you're satisfied, you can press the apply button. So if you come here, you can see this job is paying between 3K to 5K euros gross, right? That's your gross pay. So lemon.io for developers, for companies, services. These are some of the services they offer, right? So find jobs that hiring. So I'm gonna click here, it's saying find jobs, full time. Okay, can put in your rate there, doesn't matter. What type of a job are you looking for? You can click seniority, you can click, you finish up, right? So once you finish up, let me just put it right here. So once you finish up with the questions, if this is a free one, well and good for you. If it's paid, you already know what you're willing to invest, right? So basically, these are some of the remote job platforms. Let me just show you some few more so that you have as many options as possible. Remotive, right? You need to have as many options as possible. So you can see here, I want customer service type of work. So, client support specialist, apply, right? So you can see the process for all of these job boards are merely the same. There is nothing crucial, nothing difficult, nothing different. So you should go ahead and read the overview and come on application, fill in this application form, place your resume, your phone number, your English proficiency, in which country you perform services for clipboard and whatsoever. You have to answer these questions. Then you go ahead and submit application. Then boom, you will have applied for this role, right? So let me just go to another one. So the next one here is just remote. Let's open just remote and see what they have. And boom, you can see here you do the same thing, nothing different. Let me just show you the last one. The last one is Dynamite Jobs. Let me click enter. Let's see what they have here. So you can see you just have to log in and you're gonna find a bunch of jobs at Dynamite. So basically, this is exactly how you go about your job search, right? This is exactly how you go about your job search using these job boards, right? So right now, I've showed you exactly how to find a number of unlimited remote jobs, even on-site jobs using job boards, right? So step three here, we're going to be using the Google Maps strategy to find jobs, right? We're going to be using the Google Maps strategy to find jobs, right? So what you're going to be doing here is you're going to look for you're going to look for an industry. For example, I want to looking for marketing agencies in UK, right? You want to look for companies like this. So you can go for marketing agencies in UK, in California, in Asia, whatever country you want. There are marketing agencies, construction companies, the banking companies, insurance companies, like the list of industries is endless, entertainment and all that. You have quite a very, very huge list. So for me, I've chosen to go for marketing agencies in the UK. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to find where it's written maps. I click on maps, right? Let's click on maps and see what we have. So you can see the Good Marketer, London, These are some of the marketing agencies in London. You click on their website, right? So let's click on their website and see exactly what these people have. So you can see they're saying here for the underdog and blah blah blah, right? So I'm gonna deny all this. So here we're gonna look for we're gonna be looking for the careers page, right? careers page. I seem to not have found it. So I'm gonna scroll down, 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 and see if I can find careers. So you can see here, I found it, careers, right? So you're gonna click on their careers page, right, and see if they're hiring. So they're saying we are hiring paid social PPC marketing executives. So read full job description. So you can, this is another way on how you can find companies that are hiring. Just go on Google, type the industry plus location. For example, marketing agencies in UK, marketing agencies in Italy, whatever company, banking, manufacturing, realtors, like the list of industries is literally endless, right? So the salary here is between 26,000 pounds to 30,000 pounds. I think this is yearly, right? Yeah, so you can go ahead and click here where it's saying apply now. If this is the type of a job you're looking for, apply now, jobs, da da da. So I'm gonna click on decline. Okay, so you can come down here. We are currently looking to add our team and continue growing as a company. If you don't see any jobs available, then don't hesitate to create your own Connect Plus profile to be the first to know when a job comes available, right? So let me click right here, apply for this job. Have you ever worked in a digital marketing agent setting before? You answer yes or no. Have you ever worked with Google Ads being yes or no? Have you how would you rate your proficiency? Okay, you can rate yourself right here. Do you have experience managing PPC? Blah, 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 blah. How many years of experience? How many years of experience do you have in da 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 da? Da? So you just have to put your years of experience, then personal information. You can either apply on LinkedIn or you can finish up right here. You enter your first name, your last name, your email, your phone number. You place your CV here, additional information here, right? You enter your cover letter here, get personal by adding some additional information. You always want to add additional information. This is going to actually make you stand out because some people skip this. You enter your cover letter, do this, and you click on submit application. That's how you find companies that are going to hire you. Like there is no other magic trick, right? There's no magic trick. So let me find if I can see another one. There's global search marketing, atomic digital marketing. Let me see the same atomic digital marketing. Let's see what they have. I want to go on their careers page, right? So, like I said, if you can't find their careers page, you are not sure whether they're hiring or not. These people might be hiring even without showing you their careers page. So, what you want to basically do in a situation like this, just shoot them, your application using, their emails. So, find their emails and write an application, attach your portfolio if you have, attach your resume, write a cover letter, and send it to them via email, right? So you can see here there's a careers page. Let me click on career. Let's see what we have here. So it's saying we are more than just a workplace, we are a family, right? So you can see view openings. They're hiring senior SEO manager and account manager, remote, PPC and paid social media manager, senior automated specialist, NHN automation specialist. You see, so if you're an automation specialist and you know how to use NHN, this is actually a very, very good company for you. PPC, paid social media manager, right? So I can go on and on and on and on and on. So there are a bunch of companies right here that you can apply for. So literally applying to between 20 to 30 companies every single day is a no-brainer because you have thousands and thousands and thousands companies every single day that you can apply to. So you have no, excuse, right? So basically here at this point, I've actually showed you how to find companies using the job board strategy. I've showed you how to find companies you can apply to using the Google Maps strategy, right? So I'm sure by now you know how to use these two. The next step four, you want to put together your resume and your portfolio. Very, very important, because these are the very, very documents you are going to be using when you are doing your application. So you want to make sure that you put together a resume and a portfolio. And what I mostly encourage, especially for a resume, is that you always want to edit it, right, to match the job you're applying for, to match whatever role you're applying for. So to work around my resume, I'm going to use Canva. Actually, you can use Canva for both your resume and your portfolio, right? So if you want a portfolio in form of a document, a file, you can actually use Canva. So let me just see right here. Let me click on home. Okay, it's misbehaving. Let me just open Canva on a new tab. Just say Canva right here. We go on search. Like I said, on Canva, you can create your portfolio right here on Canva, and you can also create your resume. So here, what we want is a resume. Okay, create, click on create. Mind you, you can do this on your phone or on your laptop, whatever device, you can do this. Here, I want a resume. So it's gonna give you a lot of templates for resumes right here. So it's up to you to pick, which one would actually suit the style of the resume that you're looking for. Okay, I don't know why it's taking time. Okay, anyway, let's see how we can do this. Okay, so it's saying create. Let me click on create again, resume. Okay, it's not bringing. So let me see if I have a resume somewhere here. I think I don't have one. Okay, so let me just come on templates. Let me do this. Let me do a search right here and see if I'll have some. So you can see you have a bunch of resume templates right here. So all you have to do is pick which one that would work best for you. So for me, I would pick something in these lines, something in these lines, right? So maybe probably let's say you pick this one. So the best part here, you've been given a template already. So all you have to do is to customize this template and allow it to suit with the type of resume that you want to build, right? So you can see here there is this image of the lady. So you can, if you click here, let's say you want to change this image. Okay, so what you can do is let's see, click on the image. I want to say, okay, you can delete the image, delete image, and you can find your own image that you want to put here. I think here I don't have my own image. I don't have an image of myself. So I can just pick some random image and put it there, right? Let me just pick, for example, I pick this and I can put it there. Then you can edit here, you can see if I start typing. Okay, let me delete this. If I click here, I enter, I start typing, I can edit this part. You can do the same with the entire resume. Once you're convinced that you've done a very, very good job with a resume, you can go ahead and click here where it's saying share. Then you can see where it's saying download. Then the resume is going to be downloaded on your phone. But before you download it, you want to click here first on top and change. You can just put your name. For example, my name is Emmanuel Kateta resume. So that when I download it, it should actually hold that name. So basically, this is how you go about your resume, and for your portfolio, let's see. Let's click on website right here. Mm, let's say you want a website. You want a website portfolio. Let's see what we have right here. Let's search and see what we have right here. So you can see here you have some of the templates for a portfolio. You can pick whichever one that works for you. So you can click. Let's say I'm gonna choose this one. All right. I pick this. It's gonna load a bit. It's gonna load me a bit in a moment. So now customize this template. Right. I'm gonna click on customize the template. Let's see how we can change this and make it an amazing portfolio for ourselves, right? So here with the image, you can see you can choose to delete this image and put your own image right here. So you can see here it's saying creative portfolio. You can say sales portfolio. You can change things here. You can put your name here. You can put my name. You can see this is how you Emmanuel Kachisa. This is exactly how you edit things on Canva. Okay, great. This is exactly how you edit things on Canva. So let me just push this. Okay, so you can go on the first, second page, third page, and all that until you have a portfolio that looks exactly the way you want it to look like, right? You can keep changing whatever, right? So basically, a portfolio is just a compendium of the work you've done in the past and what you can do for your clients put together. That's what we call a portfolio, right? Or if you don't want to go the Canva route, you can just search portfolio. Let me go this route, portfolio builder, right? So build a portfolio for free on Wix. You can build a portfolio for free on Strikingly. Build your free portfolio site. So you can click here, right? Let's say you want to build make a website in minutes. So you can put your name. I'm gonna put my name right here, Emmanuel, my email. So guys, I'm showing you exactly how to do these things step by step. Manuel the Lancer at gmail, right, .com. Create password. I'm gonna use this same one. Get started. It's free, so you can see it's registering me right now. Start creating your site. So you can say generate a site instantly. So site title, I'm gonna say Emmanuel Works. So here you can put a description, but because of time, I'm gonna just say this is my portfolio. Confirm and generate. Okay, so it's generating right now. Let's give it a moment. I'm not a robot. Just click all the motorcycles. Let's do our verification right here and see. Okay, great. So click on verify. You click on verify. Bicycles. Let's select whatever work. Okay, verify. Great. So confirm and generate. Right. So you click on confirm and generate. Okay, great. So you can see it's saying analyzing your business. It's gonna load a bit, and once it's done loading, you're gonna now have something for portfolio. So you can see it's now pulling your portfolio right here, right? So you can see it's saying Emmanuel Works, creative professional with over 10 years of diverse experience Available for freelance projects, collaboration, consultations, book now, learn more. Our mission, you can put your mission right here. Highlighted works, put your works right here, the projects you've done, and all that you are able to edit all of this, right? So you can see saying you have your home here, you have a portfolio here, you have the services here, like what do you offer, right? What some of the services? You can put your pricing here, right? Can put your contact right here. Confirm and go to editor. If you want to edit, let's go to editor. Let's go to editor and do a bit of some edits. Let me ensure that it's recording. Okay, great, thanks. No thanks. So you can use this part to actually edit your portfolio. So if you have something, as professional as this, it's gonna be very, very, very easy for people to trust you, right? Because you have an online presence, your works can show somewhere, right? So if you have this link that you're taking your, people that want to buy from you whatsoever, and you're showing them this, they're most likely going to trust you because of this very portfolio that you have. So I've showed you the Canva way of building a portfolio. I've showed you the strikingly way of building a portfolio, like going to strikingly and all that to build yourself a portfolio. Or if you want to go more advanced, you can buy a domain, right? Build a complete website and make it your portfolio, right? So basically, this is how it goes. And what we can do here is just go and find copyright portfolio. You want to get examples from people that have done this, right? Let's see here. I can help you create valuable and unforgettable content, blah blah blah. So look for materials of people that have done something great. Look at what they've done and see how you can do yours better. Writing portfolio, build an online writing portfolio in minutes. Okay, great. So let me search for um, best copywriter. Best copywriters. We have David Gordon Lee, Gary Halbert. So let me search for Gary Halbert portfolio. Gary Halbert letters. So you can see that's what he has. Gary Halbert letter. Great. So within your industry, find people that you look up to, and search for their portfolio online and use that as an inspiration to now build your very own portfolio, right? So these are some of the ways you can actually, utilize, right, to build a portfolio as well as to, you know, build a resume. And for a cover letter, what you can basically do is come to ChatGPT. Here, you just want to ChatGPT to give you an idea, to give you, um, a map of how your cover letter should look like. Let's say I am applying for a remote job as a remote setter. Kindly write me a brief cover letter for the job I'm applying for, right? But for you, you want to be as detailed as possible. Myself, I'm making it you know, less detailed because remember we are resting against time right here, and I want to ensure that I don't bore you guys with all of these boring stuff I'm teaching you right now. So it's saying, dear hiring manager, blah, 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 I'm excited to applying for a role as a blah, 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 blah. So you can see you can get this, and now in your own language, in your own words, edit a few things, then you can use it as your cover letter and attach your portfolio the same way that I've showed you. Attach your resume. I've showed you where to go and how to go ahead and create your resume. Now that you have, let's go back in a moment. Now that you know which skill or service you're going to be offering, you know they're going to be going for ROI or convenience type of jobs. You know how to find jobs on job boards. You know how to use Google Maps to find companies that are hiring. You've already put together your portfolio and the resume. Now you know how to do these things. Then what is gonna happen next is you want to start your application process. Right here I showed you how to apply. So there are some job boards that are gonna have application steps right on them, so you can go ahead and apply that way, right? And there are also some companies websites that are gonna have steps to apply. You can go ahead and apply that way if if they allow you to apply that way. So if they don't, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use their email, right? So let me just find another company. Let's say I want a company called I want to apply at Lemlist, right? I want to work with Lemlist. Let me click here. Let me see what they have on their website. Just we're hiring. Okay, let's see what position they're hiring for. Okay, join the team. Giving salespeople blah 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 blah. Accept. Mm, great. Let me go down and see if I can find their email. Okay. Login, affiliate program. Okay, they have an affiliate program. Great. Mm, okay, I can't seem to find their email. Let me search for another company. I'll go for the same marketing agencies in the UK. Let me click here. Let's look at what they have. Let me go on maps. Let me go on their website. Okay, let's see what they have on their website. So you can see here contact. You can see there's this website here. Hello, da 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 da. Can use this very website to apply. So for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy it. Okay, let me copy it again. Okay, Control C. Then I'll come on Gmail, my Gmail. From here, I'm gonna choose compose. Then I paste the email, and I can say application for remote sales job. Then here I have to enter my main body. For you, you have to ensure you do it well. You edit this, but for me, I'm just gonna enter it as it is. Okay. Because remember, we are rushing against time. So I'm gonna put my signature right here. Then you come here, attach files, boom. You're gonna attach, your resume, right? Once you attach your resume, you can also add a link, or you can add a file to your portfolio depending on how your portfolio is developed. Then once you have everything in place, you can click on send. Then you'll have applied for the job, and you do the same thing again and again for 20 plus companies every single day. Then you are good, right? Okay, great. Let's see. I want to find where we ended. So now you know how to go about the application process. Finally, you have to track how it's going every single day. So here, I want to send between 20 to 30 applications daily. Mm, 10 to 15 Instagram DMs. Here, you're reaching out to people that actually, are decision makers in these companies after you've done your application, right? So I want you to work around these numbers every single day, right? So if just in case you want to ask me questions whatsoever, you can use this number right here, 076747 or you can email me, Manuel, the lancer at gmail.com, plus 26097674792, or you can email me, Emmanuel the lancer at gmail.com. So this has been today's session. I'm actually gonna let you know when our next session will be, but for now, this is very, very, very enough to get you started. So I'm just gonna do a quick recap so you know what skill you're gonna pick. Could be virtual assistance, social media management, whatever. It's you that knows, right? Then here, you know how to find jobs using job boards. You know how to find companies that are hiring using the Google Map strategy. You know how to put together a resume and a portfolio. You know how to apply for jobs using an email. And finally, you want to track your progress, right? So, with all of that said, make sure you start following this protocol beginning today, right? Find out exactly what you want, to be offering. From there, try out, visiting one of the job boards, find a job, send an application today, right? So momentum is key, right? So with all of that said, I think for me it's an end. See you in the Launch Your Careers program. And by the way, if you're not yet in the Pathways to Digital Jobs and Gigs training program, you want to get started. So you can either send me a message on this phone number or on this email, then we'll actually get you started. With all of that said, see you on my next session. Peace out.